Time to turn things over to Jack for our first look at sports, Jack, and a little bit of MMA. We've got a local organization taking their show on the road up in Cold Lake this weekend.
And you were there, EFC 11 in Cold Lake, and as is always the case, great night of fights, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. Not a lot of big names, but a lot of big performances, definitely.
Perfect. All right. Well, Evolution Fighting Championship's second event in Cold Lake went down Saturday night, and for those in attendance, EFC 11 delivered another great evening of MMA bouts with some brutal knockouts and slick submissions. Jacob Zare brings us the highlights from Cold Lake.
Lloydminster's Chris Chirac and Edmonton's Parvez Ghulam had a great fast-paced bout that was primarily a kickboxing battle. Both fighters scored some heavy shots before Ghulam dropped Chirac with a flurry against the cage.
A lot of good hits. You know, I got some good ones on him. He definitely got some good ones on me. It was a good fight. So even I would have loved to win, but I'll even take the loss that it was a good fight back and forth.
Andrew McInnes made his MMA debut at EFC 11, but he has an extensive grappling background, and he displayed his jiu-jitsu prowess right off the hop, turning his opponent Sean Wagner's very first charge into a super tight guillotine choke. Wagner went to sleep immediately, forcing the ref to intervene.
Let go.
McInnes picks up his first MMA win in only 15 seconds, but would have preferred a bit more of a battle.
Well, I'm a jiu-jitsu guy, you know, I had plenty of submissions in my time. I was kind of looking to stand and scrap a little bit and get a little ground and pound off, but if a guy gets me his neck, I gotta take it.
Tyler O'Brien and Travis Cloud's bout started off fairly technical, and O'Brien managed to stun Cloud early on. But then it devolved into a brawl. Cloud was able to work some savage, dirty boxing uppercuts that took O'Brien out and gave Cloud the TKO.
He's a banger, and he likes to swing and throw, and I knew right away what I would be up against, so I just got in there and happened to get lucky with in between the mix there.
I knew as soon as I was going to take the fight, me and Travis both like to swing, stand-up fighters. We don't really like the ground game, so it was going to be whoever landed first, and he ended up getting me.
In the main event, Cold Lake's Jonathan Cowan displayed his true warrior spirit, weathering a ferocious first-round storm of heavy shots from Joe Kiesick that dropped him more than once. He endured some heavy ground and pound too, and in the second round got taken down and spent nearly the entire 5 minutes defending off his back. But in the third, he was visibly fresher than Kiesick, and when he got taken down again, he locked in a guillotine to complete the comeback and secure the sweet victory.
I grabbed it on tight and just hung on. I started to pull away, and then remember the training, you got to squeeze in and get onto it and turn into the choke, and that's all she wrote. That was money.
Jacob Zare, Newcap Sports.
On Friday night, the Vermilion Arena played host to one of the biggest fundraisers in the Midwest. It's the 5th year now that Dewberry Mustangs and the Vermilion Rock faced off in front of a sold-out crowd for an event that's so much more than just a game of hockey. Carrie McCullough was there, and she brings us the story.
The Vermilion Rock and Alberta Cancer Foundation once again teamed up to help fight to end cancer. This year they had a special guest, Olympian Becky Scott, a hometown Vermilion gal who was more than happy to take a trip home in support of this cause.
Well, I always enjoy coming back to Vermilion. You know, it's my hometown and my family is still here, so it's always a pleasure to be back in Vermilion. I'm very pleased and honored to be a part of this event fundraising for it.
This year, all the funds raised at this game will be going towards a machine that will help in the detection of certain cancers. A much-needed piece of equipment for Alberta.
The past 3 years, they've raised over $78,000 in support of the Cross Cancer Institute. So each year they put money towards equipment for the Cross. There's a priority listing, and they decided that this year they want to put it towards a pyrometer.
This year's ambassador, who has the honor of dropping the ceremonial puck, was Lloyd Sweet, who unfortunately lost his battle with cancer September 30th. His wife Lil was there to fill in for him and is very thankful for all of the support.
It's absolutely wonderful. It's so heartwarming, and I just can't say enough for not just tonight, but for all the support that I've had, you know, ever since all this began. It's been incredible.
Stepping onto the ice with pink jerseys, the Vermilion Rock played the Dewberry Mustangs, who donned pink tape on their sticks and socks. Although the Rock lost against the Stangs 12-3, when supporting the fight against cancer, both teams are always winners.